What is up, bros? I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Caleb.
And we are a couple of I almost said the old one. Sorry. We are a couple of bros out here to give you guys the most detailed... Wow. Okay.
You are killing it.
Let's pull up the cheat sheet, shall we? We are a couple of bros on a mission to give you guys the most detailed movie reviews out there with as little bias as possible. Welcome to the All Bros.
There we go.
I definitely have that memorized to a T. I don't know why I don't. What the hell is wrong with me? Just having a big old brain fart. Anyway, welcome to the All Bros podcast. This week, me and Caleb actually have a good amount to talk about in Weekly Watch. It has been
a great amount. Like,
yeah.
It's like all the previous weeks that we've missed, we made up for in one freaking go.
So yeah, let's go. So got some fun stuff to talk about with that. But after we touch upon that stuff, then we'll be moving into our headliner of the evening, which will be our breakdown of M3GAN 2.0.
Hell yes.
So, Caleb, what do you say we get started?
I say, let's do it.
Need motivation? Angry Dad Podcast. Trying to jumpstart your life? Angry Dad Podcast. You want help getting off the couch? Angry Dad Podcast. You need a verbal kick in the ass? Angry Dad Podcast. You want to hear from somebody who's been through it all? Angry Dad Podcast. I am here for you. You can find me on all podcast platforms.
All right. So, like I said, jumping right into Weekly Watch, me and Caleb got a good amount to talk about, and I'm freaking stoked. So, starting out, Caleb, let's see.
Yeah, this is one of mine.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Have you seen this?
No, but I'm just really shocked by that because I thought I saw this getting pretty decent reviews.
Wow. Okay, the concept. So, for those of you that aren't watching, I recently watched Drop, which is on, I want to say Peacock right now. No, I think it's HBO.
I'm pretty sure it's Peacock.
Here, I'm gonna hide that for right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair.
Whatever it's on. Okay, I think it's caught up now.
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, so I watched Drop on what I think it was Peacock. And this was one that I had high hopes for. Honestly, I think like there was a murder mystery kind of vibe about it that like really intrigued me. I think what ended up being the case, like I think that, like the story itself was fine. Like it was all right. It's just the way that they ended it felt a little anticlimactic. So for those of you that don't want this spoiled for you, you want to skip ahead a bit. But I am about to spoil. Do you want to?
Nah, go for it. It's all good.
Well, hold on. Okay, well I'm not. If you're wanting to watch it, I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Honestly, dude, I really don't have plans to. So,
you sure?
Yeah, dude, go for it.
Okay, I don't want to like. Yeah. Okay, so the story follows this woman who went or who's going on a date with some guy that she met online. She is a survivor of an abusive relationship where she actually killed her husband.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, it got rough. But yeah, so it follows her. She goes on this date with this guy who kind of like knows everything, but then she starts getting like these messages and blackmailed about like basically there's an intruder in her house that she could see on her like security cams and everything, and there's someone texting her through this app that's like basically just tracking her every movement. and like messaging her like this shit and saying, hey, do this, do that. And it gets real shady real quick. It ends up turning into like, I think what they were trying to do was make it seem like it was her date. Like it felt like that's the route they were going, because she had to sit at a specific table because there was a shit ton of security cams on that table. But it was like on that specific table. And so anytime she would like request to move, like the whole thing, it was just it started getting like real messy real quick. And it like that part was fine, and like the build up was fine. I think it was just the end result wasn't as fun. Because it ended up being something lame, like the guy whose date, or like the guy that she was out on this date with, he was a photographer and got some incriminating photos of the mayor. And then he like went and sent out this like black ops team and like his assistant to go and basically take care of the problem, because he was going to go like and testify or he was going to share the information with the FBI. But they ended up like getting to him first, like the mayor's team. And I'm like, really, the mayor? Like, that is so low level government. Like, especially for like what is ultimately a hit on someone. Like it was kind of crazy. And so like that's what it turned into. And I was just like, oh, like, I don't know if I like this. And then yeah, it was just didn't care for it. Like ultimate, like just the buildup was great. Like the movie itself was good. Like it built up, but then it started getting a little like too crazy, and that's where I kind of like it started to lose me. So yeah, but I mean the movie itself was good. Like the cast was fine. It got to be too much. Like the guy who was like this is what got me. So the main guy, like the guy who's like the ringleader of everything, he calls for the hit on her family. He's like, hey, kill them. And then he hangs up the phone, smashes it, all that good stuff. He ends up getting bushwhacked, and then she's like, I have to go. And then she like races downstairs, gets in a car, drives home, and for some reason, like by the time she gets home, like she hasn't yet, like the hitman hasn't yet done his job, which is crazy because I think he has. So like it's her son, like her young son and her sister are at her house. The sister is knocked out. The son is locked in his room. There was no excuse for him taking that long to like execute them. Which is awful to say, I know, but it's just like, you are just shitty at your job, sir. Like, you had one job and you failed miserably at it. Like, you deserve to get shot by your own weapon. Which is what happened. Like, I forget what happens. Like, I think he goes up to the kid's room to get the kid first, but then he hears the sister wake up. He was downstairs with the sister, but he chose to go upstairs to the kid first. And I'm like, okay, Hitman 101, you pop the one that's closest and incapacitated, and then you go pop the easy one upstairs. Like, yeah, but he went upstairs. He started to open the door to the kid's room, and then he heard the sister making noise, and so he went back downstairs, leaving the room for the kid unlocked, so the kid gets out and then starts stirring up trouble. And then he turns his attention towards the kid once he's fighting the sister, and basically it turns into like he's back and forth so much, and then the girl comes back and turns into a big old fight. He kills her, or she kills him, and blah 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 blah. Like, it was just the ending is what ruined it for me.
I hate it when that happens.
yeah, it was a bummer for real. But the buildup and the concept I thought though was really interesting. It, like I said, it just got to a point where it became a little convoluted, and even like knowing the twist, it's like, okay, how did he know all of this shit then? So it just got confusing at that point. So I gave this a nothing better to do.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So yours is up next, I think.
Ooh. Yeah, so Fathom events in honor of the 35th anniversary of I believe it's 35th, release of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They decided to release it back in theaters with a, what was it? It was like a 5-minute behind the scenes of how the movie was made. Like apparently like these two guys have like dedicated a bunch of their years to like discovering secrets of the TMNT universe and like just finding like behind the scenes stuff. Like they discovered like some of the only behind the scenes footage from this movie, and that was really cool to see. So yeah, so they showed that and then showed the movie, and it was freaking awesome to see this movie on the big screen. I ended up giving it a $5 Tuesday. I'm sure a lot of people are just like, what? You didn't give that a full price? Like, I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I truly do. But this isn't my favorite movie of them. This is probably my like third or fourth. So like,
Secret of the Ooze for me would
is
have
that
been
is that your favorite?
yeah.
Dude,
Of live action, yes.
dude, same here. That yeah, dude, and freaking they announced after the success of this one, they're bringing that one back to theaters next year.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I'm so stoked. um, but yeah, so well, I mean, okay. What sucks is like Fathom. If it's a Fathom Events movie, there's no way that you can see it on a $5 Tuesday because it's always going to be full price, even if it's on a $5 Tuesday because it's a special event movie. So I guess with these movies, $5 Tuesday doesn't mean shit. But I'm still gonna stick with a $5 Tuesday because, like you said, this isn't my favorite Ninja Turtles movie. It's still a really good Ninja Turtles movie, and it was amazing seeing it on the big screen. But yeah, I'd still get a $5 Tuesday. What's funny though is I don't know if you've ever seen like videos of pointing out like the errors in this movie. Have you?
I have.
Okay.
Like I
It's
like yeah, a lot of them are valid, but it's also like I don't care.
Oh, I don't care either. But I'm sorry. It's funny seeing that shit on the big screen. Like when Leo and Raph are talking in April's house and you see like the freaking one of the crew members like hunched behind the table. Um or freaking you see Donatello's stunt man his arms swing into frame when he's skateboarding at the beginning. It's funny seeing that shit on the big screen. It doesn't bother me. But this one, I the reason I love Secret of the Ooze more than this one is that I'm sorry, this one does such an injustice to Donatello. He doesn't get to be the character that he actually is in this movie, in my opinion. Like, out of the four turtles, he gets pushed to the side the worst in this movie.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one.
But still, like I said, amazing seeing this movie on the big screen. Freaking, I had two incidents happen to me with this. One, I did not print out my ticket, which I kicked myself for because I really wanted to have a physical ticket of seeing this on the big screen, but that's okay. And two, I freaking left my hat at the movie theater.
Oh, dude.
I freaking took it off and set it right next to me, and then freaking I had to go to Walmart really quickly before I got home, and I went to go like freaking like straighten it or something. I'm like, oh fuck. How I didn't realize that it wasn't on my head anymore is beyond me. But yeah,
that's freaking hilarious.
yeah.
Dude, we're gonna need to upgrade this $5 Tuesday to like a $6 Tuesday.
Dude, seriously.
Freaking like even the discounted Tuesdays aren't $5 anymore. They're like closer to $6.
Yeah, they're like out here. I think they're like $5.35 something like that. That's before
Yeah.
tax.
Yeah, 550 Tuesday doesn't have the same ring to it.
It doesn't. Damn it.
Oh man. All right, the next one on my list, I watched the Amateur,
Ooh, okay. Hell
the
yeah.
one with Rami Malek and Lawrence Fishburne. This was surprisingly good. I don't know if you know anything about this. So his wife, so Rami Malek, his wife, who's played by Rachel Brosnahan, she gets caught up in I don't want to say it's terrorist related, but basically it's a heist situation gone wrong, and so she gets caught up in the middle of it, and he works for the CIA, so his team of people are working the case, but they're not getting answers soon enough, so he's doing his own internal investigation, and is basically hands them everyone that's guilty on a silver platter. So he has the names and he has their locations and everything, and they're like, okay, go get them. And they're like, it's not as simple as that. Like, there's a bigger fish to fry with this, blah 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 blah. And he's like, nah, that's bullshit. So he blackmails his boss, because his boss is doing some like illegal shit, and he says, listen, I don't want to release this, but all I want is, like, if you're not going to handle it, I want you to train me to handle it, because he's like an intelligence guy, so he's like computers, surveillance, all that shit. I guess in this, he's created like 90% of whatever they use for surveillance.
Oh, okay.
And so
Huh.
yeah, and so it's funny seeing them like try and figure all this shit out, and they're just like, well, we can't use that. He invented the goddamn thing. But it's funny. So he ends up getting like revenge on everyone, and it's kind of cool too, because it's like, I thought it was personally refreshing because it wasn't like seamless. It was very like, he had problems because he's like never killed anyone. He's like a freaking desk jockey. So there was a lot of his kills that just were not clean, and a lot that he had to do from like a distance. Like, there was one where he would open like over it was like a high rise, like a glass pool that was like 16 stories up in the air. And so he broke the glass because the guy, like, yeah, like he was like trying to interrogate him and broke the glass. It was pretty trippy. Not super gory, which was okay. So I gave this a stream it, which I think this one was on Hulu.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yes, I want to say Hulu. But yeah, like I said, stream it. Definite
Hell
stream
yeah.
it.
Hell yeah.
I think it's worth the watch.
All right, me next. So I actually just saw this today, August 26th. I saw Weapons, and bro, this movie is so fucking good. The way that this movie opens is, it's basically how did you see the trailer for this movie?
I haven't seen anything about this movie.
Really?
Other than like a clip.
Okay.
Yeah, so the only thing I've seen, and all I've seen, is him saying, why is it just from her class, and then that's it.
Oh, okay.
So that's the only thing I've seen about this movie.
So you don't know like the basic storyline for it?
No.
Okay. Just really quickly. The movie because the movie basically, the way that it opens, literally it just explains like the main plot of the story, and then it just goes from there. So it opens with a little girl saying that like the school that she goes to was a normal school, but this morning was different because when I forget forgot the teacher's name. Sorry, 1 second. What's the teacher's name?
It was on the Mrs. Gandy.
Gandy, thank you. So yeah, she's just like, but this morning was different because when Mrs. Gandy walked into her classroom, all but one of her students was missing. 17 of the 18 students had woken up at 2:17 that morning, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and all ran out of their front doors, never to be seen again.
So only one kid didn't.
Yep.
Like that didn't happen to one kid.
Yep.
What's wrong with that kid?
I can't say it without spoiling it.
I hate that.
And I don't want to spoil this because this is a really good freaking movie, man. You got to see it. But just
okay. I'm assuming this is horror.
Yes, it is.
Okay, is this like
jump scare?
Yeah.
Not really.
No.
This is more like psychological.
I can live with that.
There's maybe like one or two, but they're like so minor that like I think you'll be fine.
Okay. More or less than Evil Dead Rises?
Oh, way less.
Okay. What horror movie would you compare this to?
Ooh.
In terms of like scariness level.
I don't know if I can say one that reminds me of the scariness factor.
Riddle me this. The latest or the newest Chucky movie, more or less than that.
I'd say maybe just like slightly more, just like a
Slightly
notch
more.
Yeah.
Okay. I can live with that.
Okay. But yeah, freaking just the way that this shit opens and you see like the kids just like running across the streets and they have their like hands out to their sides and it's like freaking like it like makes you feel eerie and just like it prepares you for like the like roller coaster that you're going to go through with this movie. Like this movie is so freaking good.
What grade are these kids in?
I think 3rd grade.
Oh God.
Yeah, dude, freaking no, dude. I mean, if you like, I completely understand if like you can't watch this because you have kids. Because my buddy Ryan, because I was gonna go see this.
Is it that messed up?
No, okay, it's not that okay. But no, just because
oh shit, dude.
No kid dies or anything in this movie. Like no kid dies, and like no kid is tortured or anything. Thank God. But I remember like because me and my buddy Ryan we were either gonna go see this or The Naked Gun together, and I'm just like, hey, like I'm definitely down for see The Naked Gun, but there's also Weapons in theaters, and he's like, oh, is that like the movie with like the kids that all like left their homes at what was it like 2:17? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I don't know about that one. Just with me having, I was like, you know what? That's fair. That's completely fair. I completely understand. What made this like even more eerie? I was the only one in the movie theater.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean, I loved it, but like at the same time, I'm like, this freaking sucks.
If I was the only one in a movie theater with something like that, like any horror movie I've gone to see in theaters, I will sit in the very back row. I will not have anything behind me.
No, I have to sit like right smack in the middle. That's my sweet spot.
Oh man, dude. I like the last horror movie that I went to go watch where I didn't sit in the back. Some people came in after.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they came in late. So the movie had already kind of started. So I was already feeling the vibes and I was like, "Oh, great." And so they sat like a few rows back and it's like I could feel them on my spine, dude. I was just like, "Oh god."
Dude, freaking,
Like
I swear
any
that,
noise or any like jump scare, I would like turn around, just be like,
dude, I feel you because I swear a couple of times during the movie I heard a sound by the exit door that like they're the exit ramp, and I like looked over for a second and then I like went back. So this,
yeah, the way
so
I would nope the hell out of there. Oh my gosh.
but yeah, dude, freaking so good, and the fact that the who played the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four? The newest one?
Oh, her name's Garner.
Is that the name of
Something,
the teacher's class too?
huh?
Is the teacher's class name
No,
is
it
it
was Gandry or
Gan-
Gandy.
is it
Yeah, Gandy.
Gandhi? Okay. So she plays the teacher. And yeah, dude, freaking her performance, amazing. Even freaking Josh Brolin's performance is really good here too.
Man,
But yeah, dude, like super good movie. Like I it, I definitely recommend it if you get a chance to watch it.
I will definitely add it to the list
Yeah,
because
hell yeah.
if you're giving it a full price, like, oh, did you say that already, or did I just spoil
I
that?
no, I thought I did,
Okay,
but either way, yeah, full price ticket. Like I saw it on a $5 Tuesday, but I would have gladly seen this at full price. Hell, freaking, I it's you don't get a lot of horror movies in XD. I think this was one of them that they put in XD and IMAX. This one actually would have been pretty cool to see in XD, especially freaking because like there's not only the kids running like that, but there are like a couple of adults in the movie. Maybe there's just one. But that freaking running is just like so creepy that just like like seeing that on the biggest screen possible of like just make this movie even more eerie during those scenes.
oh man.
Um,
All right, next up, we got K-pop Demon Hunters, which I am going to skip over because we decided very last minute that was what we were going to break down next week.
Hell yeah, which I'm
Because
excited to
this
finally see
movie
this.
has been, yeah, this movie's been freaking performing like crazy, dude. So yeah, we'll be talking about that one next week. I did give it a $5 Tuesday because I would pay to see it in theaters if any of my theaters were showing it.
Oh yeah, you have AMC's by you, right?
Yeah,
For some reason, I guess yeah, AMC decided to stake it to Netflix and not show this sing
yeah,
along
freaking
version.
bitches.
That's such bullshit. They lost out on a shit ton of money.
Yeah, no joke. So yeah, I'll skip over that one and we'll talk
Yeah.
about that next week.
Hell yeah. So next up for me, went and saw the new Naked Gun. And you know, like, so this movie got like such rave reviews, like freaking like people were giving it like 9s out of 10s. Personally, I didn't think it was like spectacular. It was a good comedy, don't get me wrong. I feel my golden rule for comedies is if there's at least one joke that I'm literally crying from laughing so hard, then you have done your job well. And that this movie did have one joke with that. So pulled off being a successful comedy with that. But maybe it's just because I haven't seen the other Naked Guns. I haven't seen any of the originals with is it, I can't remember if it's Leslie Mann or Leslie Nielsen. It's
I could look that up.
Thank you. But overall, like pretty good comedy. Liam Neeson, he is really funny. I wish he would do more comedies, but I mean, the guy did point out he's getting up there in age, so he doesn't know how much longer he'll be acting, which, you know, fair enough. Yeah, no, he was great. Pamela Anderson, she was really good. And even though it was a smaller role, Paul Walter Hauser, he was great. I mean, he's great in everything that he does. Yeah, no, super solid comedy. I had a good time. So I'm gonna give it a stream it for the Naked Gun.
Hell yeah. So it is Leslie Nielsen.
Thank you. Okay.
But I guess, like, just from what I've heard, I guess the reason that they wanted Liam Neeson to do it was because Leslie Nielsen was also, I want to say he was also like a very like straight shooter kind of actor.
Huh.
Actually, that might not be true.
That
I'm looking at his filmography right now. There's not much that it seems like he was.
I was gonna say my first introduction to Leslie Nielsen was in the Scary Movie films.
Yeah, he was in 1978's Halloween.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Does it say who he played?
Let's find out. I swear, if this ends up being bullshit, I'm gonna be pissed. It's like funny enough, he just played his character from Naked Gun, and no one knew.
That'd be freaking hilarious.
What the hell?
Hmm.
Why is he? It looked like he was credited. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up his like actual IMDb page and not just freaking Google, because that feels like bullshit. Oh, maybe it was just. Let's see, 19. What was it? 70 something, right?
Yeah, 78.
78. Okay, he was not in Halloween.
Oh.
I don't know where the hell they got that bullshit.
Huh, assholes.
Yeah, freaking stupid. He's been on a bunch of shit, dude. Holy balls.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, it does look like he has done like a significant amount of comedy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, maybe they chose him because he is like more of a straight-faced, like basically has to do it with it, like all of his jokes with a straight face, like can't really be all like ha 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 jokey with it.
Yeah. So okay, yeah, that would track with why they pick Liam Neeson. So
Yeah, but yeah, Liam Neeson, dude, his comedic prowess is just underrated as hell.
it is, dude.
Like,
Straight up,
it is so funny, like what they're able to like get him to do. Like, especially Seth MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane gets Liam Neeson to do the craziest shit.
true that.
And I freaking love it. Yeah, so you're giving that one a stream it.
Yep.
It's kind of cool. Do you know if him and Pamela met on this set, or
I do not.
I mean, because
like,
they're dating now.
yeah. If I had to take my best guess, that's what happened. Yeah. Which that's just super cool. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
All right, and then I had a freaking binge week from hell. Looking out, not from hell.
He had
I had a
binge
bunch
week with
of
death.
yeah, I had a lot of time on my hands because I was asked to cut things at work that took forever. So I had nothing else to do other than like watch shit. So I set up my phone kind of like tucked away a little bit. But I watched all of the Final Destination movies, all the remaining ones, because I'd already seen the first one and I'd seen Bloodlines. So I watched the first one in preparation for Bloodlines. I think no, I watched Bloodlines first because you said I didn't have to watch the first one, but I was intrigued enough, watched the first one, and then I just like I put off like watching two. Like I watched the first like maybe 20-25 minutes and then stopped, but it's been forever. So I was like, screw it, I'll restart it. So I rewatched two, which was pretty good. It's not my favorite just because it is bringing up like it brought up a lot of questions for me in terms of like the rules of the Final Destination rules. And this one I think broke the rule because there were the two main people in this were left alive. And so I'm curious on how they achieved that, because every other movie like after this didn't address that, which was freaking crazy. But yeah, that one pretty funny. I think I'm trying to think. This isn't the one with the kid that gets with the pigeons.
I think it is.
Is it the one?
I'm
Okay,
pretty sure.
that death made me laugh my ass off. So they're chasing down this kid, and they're just like, so she's like having these visions of how these people are going to die, and she's like, she knows the orders, so she knows who's next, and she's like, pigeons are going to kill. I'm like, that seems like an odd thing for a death, but okay, like let's walk down this road. So they go and like hunt him down. He's at the dentist, and I think he like for whatever reason inhales a pigeon or something. Like something gets caught in his throat and he like can't breathe. And I'm like, just pull it out, you freaking idiot. But I don't remember why he couldn't. Like I was seriously like sitting on this for a while. I was like, are his hands tied down? Like, what's going on here? Like, why can't he get this damn thing out of his mouth? But someone comes in, like pulls it out, and he like and like suddenly can breathe again. And then he like leaves, or so they're like walking out, and then they like these people that like they chase him down, and then they see him, and they see like a group of pigeons in front of him, and they're just like, no, like I forget what his name is. I want to say like it's Timmy or something. They're like, no, Timmy, the pigeons. And he like looks, and he gets like this big grin on his face, and he runs at the pigeons, scares them away. One of the pigeons freaking hits a lever on this crane that's holding a glass thing, and then that thing just drops on him. I was like, that was so freaking stupid.
Oh.
And then the mom is just like, like she like loses her shit. She loses she freaking dies in a stupid way too, with the elevator that like basically rips her head off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was super dumb because he like she was talking about like it was actually the stoner. The stoner goes into a closet and he's like, do you guys see a man with hooks? And it's like a freaking shadow of hangers or something. And he's like, do you guys see a man with hooks? And then they call her, and she's like in the elevator, like going down. And she like they're hitting the button to try and call her back up. She's only up one floor. And then she like goes down, and then this freaking creepo that has like just like hooks and claws and stuff, like prosthetic arms and shit. Like he's just holding a box of prosthetic arms with hooks, and he like leans in too close and like snags her hair in one. And so she loses her ever-loving mind, tries to run away, gets yoinked back, and then the elevator like closes on her head, which freaking no one took into account safety precautions of elevators, so automatically call them bullshit. And then the elevator like closes and then lifts up enough, and then like rips, like basically like cuts her head off. And then the freaking like the dude with the hooks, immediate creeper about it. I was like, oh yeah, it was funky. I was like, don't love that. And then they brought back what's her face, Clear Rivers. And her death was freaking stupid too. Like it was ridiculous, but I was like, okay, like cool beans. But I thought they were introducing something interesting with but it's the concept of the if one of them were to have a baby, like that's a life that can't be accounted for, so it breaks and I'm like, that also feels like bullshit given what we know in Bloodlines.
Yeah, that's true.
Issues with it. Yeah, so I'm sitting at a stream it with Final Destination 2. 3 was my personal favorite of these 4, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, of these 4 that I watched. Very much enjoyed 3. The Death kind of made up his own rules by the end, which was a little horse shit. But overall, like, super fun. I like the that they were able to kind of like guess the how they were going to die based off of the pictures. Like, I thought that was really cool. Also, probably one of the earliest people to figure out about the or to use. I feel, at least that I've seen, that utilized 9/11.
Yeah,
Because they're
that's
just like, look at all these pictures of random things, and yeah. But yeah, and so yeah, 3 was my favorite of these. So I'm giving that one a $5 Tuesday. Then 4 is nothing better to do.
That's completely fair. Because
4, this was definitely the weakest.
Thank goodness this
brought up
wasn't the
like
Final
even more
Destination.
questions. I know. Was this one supposed to be in? Oh yeah, Death Save the Best for 3D. Yeah, this movie felt like it was supposed to be in 3D.
Yeah, like freaking. I think doesn't the opening, like, it's supposed to be like the way that it showcases like the titles and everything, isn't it? Like Scream 3D or some shit like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think this and the 5th one does too.
Yeah, yeah. The 5th one definitely I felt was meant to be seen in 3D, but it was like that cheesy 3D.
Yeah.
So this one was funny to watch. Yeah, nothing too like harder ones to get through for me personally.
No, dude.
So yeah, I give this
get
a
that.
nothing better to do.
Completely fair.
And then finally, Final Destination 5. I thought this one was interesting enough. I had my issues with it. Like, we're having a major delay having that up. I'm just gonna pull that down.
Okay.
Anyway, I had my own issues with that. I like bringing up the whole like there was a lot, dude. There was a lot that I was just like, this is kind of bullshit. Like the chick who got stuck in her car with the thing open, like it made sense to a point, but it's just like, I don't know. Like I didn't understand that, like, how her seatbelt got locked or how it like took so long for her to, like, that part to me was funky.
Wait, the got stuck in her car? What death was that?
Yeah, like in the car wash.
That was in 4.
No, it was.
That was in the Final Destination.
Oh no. 5 was the bridge.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Why was I thinking of 4? Oh yeah, it's because they were the races and everything. That's right. Okay, I kind of mixed them up. 5 got a little convoluted too, in a different way. Like I didn't hate it. Like they added some rules where it's like, if you were to kill someone, you get to basically like take their years or take their time, which had some like interesting things to go about that, where, because like one of them like pushed this other guy in the way of what was supposed to be his death. And so like he's like, oh, it took his years, but I guess he had like a brain tumor or a hemorrhage or something in his brain. Where it's like, yeah, like it would have killed him any day. And he's like, what? And then he gets crushed by a freaking like plane part. I thought that was freaking hilarious.
I just love how the guy, before he walks away, he's just like, life's a bitch.
Oh man, I thought that was funny as hell. But again, like I don't know if like they addressed it because they said if you kill someone, you get their time. So like one of the guys killed a cop and basically got his time, and then his buddy killed him. So I'm like, okay, did the time just not transfer? Like, is it only a one transfer deal, or did Death just kind of take it into his own hands and be like, "Ah, gotcha, bitch"?
I think Death kind of was just like, you didn't fully listen to the rules there, because I think this is how it goes. So his friend kills the cop, the friend gets the cop's life. But because the main character, I don't remember these characters, I feel bad because
His name was Alex, I want to say.
Alex. Because after Bloodlines is number one, this is my second favorite. I love 5. But so since Alex killed I forget his
Peter.
friend's name. Peter, thank you. Because Alex killed Peter, I think that reset it to where Alex got Peter's amount of time, but because Peter was already on the chopping block, then that's why I think that's why maybe why he ended up on flight 180.
Okay, so Peter kills the cop. Peter gets cop's time.
Yes.
Then Alex kills Peter, and so Alex gets Peter's time.
Yes.
Okay, I can roll with that.
Yeah. And then I think poor Molly was just I think
Collateral
she's
damage.
the character. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she poor thing was just stuck in an unfortunate circumstance with being with Alex.
Yeah, dude, freaking I loved like the tie-in to the first.
That yeah, I loved that. That was
I
so
could
cool.
I could just imagine how trippy that must have been, like to experience that in like in person, or
Right.
like in the moment, because I feel like I knew that like that twist and everything already going in. So I was like, all right, let's see how they get there, because he kept talking about Paris, and I was like, okay. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. The deaths in this one were pretty creative. I liked them a lot.
Dude, I still cringe at Candace's death. The gymnastics one.
Oh my gosh. That was rough.
That one is hard to watch still.
Yeah, that was oh damn. Yeah, dude, here what tripped me up is how they were talking about like how over I think they addressed this in like 4 or whatever, but they talked about how the events of the first film happened over the span of like several months. And I was like, "No the hell it didn't."
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, it did.
Like this happened pretty consecutively. Like, and it's the same with all these movies. All these people are dying like super consecutively. Like it's not weeks at a time or whatever. The one that felt most like it was maybe this one, like 5. But I don't know. Like, yeah, that felt like bullshit to me. And like I said, it's felt like Death was making up rules again with this freaking bullshit. It's just like, okay, because it made me think back to 3. I was like, okay, so why did what's her face in 3 basically get to experience her death again when Alex didn't? Like Alex was just kind of in the dark, and he's just like someone near him had a vision. But like
Yeah.
what's her face? I forget what her name was it was like Wendy. Wendy in the third one, she had a second vision, but she couldn't do shit about it because she was already on the freaking train.
Yeah.
They seriously, I think what Final Destination is missing is having turned Death into a person, or like a physical entity that can answer some of these questions.
I don't know. That would just take away I don't want to say the fun of it.
Well,
But it
would
kind of would.
They need to explain then why the visions are happening. Like, is that because it's just like Death doesn't like to be cheated? Well, it seems like he's doing it to himself at this point. Like, here's an
you got a point.
Like, here's an idea, dipshit. How about you don't give people a sneak peek on what's to come? Like, that's playing with your food. Like, when like you're teasing them, like, haha, I'm about to like ruin your life, and then it's just like,
Wait.
and then they do something to interrupt, and then it's what? Has someone
No, because I
explained
thought
the visions?
I thought we talked about this before. Here, I'm gonna look it up. 1 second.
Yeah, like if it's really just Death that's doing that, it feels like he's toying with his food. And it's like, haha, I'm about to eat you. What? You're running away? Why would you do that? I don't like being cheated. Like, it feels very whiny baby. Unless he's just like, I'm in a creative rut and I need the challenge.
Okay. All right. So not to so I've typed in put it pretty plain and simple. When people have visions, the final destination is that God or Satan. And it says, in the Final Destination franchise, visions are often interpreted as premonitions, which are seen as warnings of impending disasters. These visions are not directly attributed to God or Satan, but rather are a product of the character's experiences of anxiety and unease leading up to a fatal event. The producers have chosen to keep the reasons behind these visions a mystery, suggesting that they may be a ruse by a higher power to manipulate the characters' destinies.
Yeah, the way that I had to like basically come up with an excuse for those visions was I had to say, I'm like, okay, Death is just, like I said, Death is just toying with his food, and maybe he's like in a creative rut, and he's like, I'm going to give this guy, he'll save a few people, and then I can have fun, like creating like a little like death traps for these people.
Yeah. Because it really does make you think. Because not to get preachy here, but like sometimes when they have these premonitions, you're just like, okay, is that supposed to be like someone else, like, hey, being like, like save as many people as you can, but then I guess that's kind of like an angel version of it. But then Death's just like, yeah, no, fuck that. I'm coming for all these bitches.
Yeah, that would honestly make more sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was more competing forces.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh, well, Death is going to have like this mass casualty event, but you have like someone on the other side that's like, nope, like you're not going to get all of them. And then Death's like, yeah, think again, biatch, and then like goes and kills them individually.
Yeah.
Like, I could buy into that, but that is something that would have to be addressed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, the visions kind of feel like bullshit. Unless, like I said, it's just Death getting in like a creative rut, and he's like, I need something fun to do. And then like Bloodlines is just him accidentally having taken it too far. Or he's like, oh damn, this bitch saved too many people. And he's fixing like decades worth of work.
I imagine Death is like Charlie Day in that one meme when it comes to Final Destination Bloodlines. Have you seen that meme?
Yeah,
where,
the wall.
Yeah, I feel that's freaking Death and Bloodlines.
Yeah, it also feels like super stupid for him to be like, or for Death to be like having a particular order, because it's just like, oh, we're safer if we travel together. That shouldn't be true. Like, it's like, if I'm Death, like that's just efficiency.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, oh, you're all bundled together with like one casualty. Done.
Cool. Kill 5 birds with 1 stone. Works for me.
Exactly. It's just like, are you kidding me? But no, because there's someone there that's not on the list, or it's not their time yet. Like that felt like that shit was so dumb.
Oh man.
But I got a pretty good kick out of the movie, and I hope that they have another one. Like
I believe that they did finally say that 7 is greenlit and they're working on it.
nice.
Yeah, I'm freaking
I
stoked.
hope they explain some bullshit, because it's just like I want to know like what happened in 2 where those 2 people survived.
Yeah.
Like, because I was under the impression based off of 1 that death kind of like, oh shit, like we need a freaking like, oh, you skipped it. Oh, you skipped it. Guess I'm going back around, back to you. Like that's what I thought happened. Like I didn't realize that there was a way for them to break the chain,
Yeah.
which feels like bullshit. So I would
There
love
need-
for
there
them to
needs-
address that.
They need to make a guidebook to death with Final Destination. Death 101.
No shit. No freaking shit. But yeah, so I ended up giving this one a stream it.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
You got anything else for weekly launch?
That is a big old negative.
All right. Hell yeah. All right. Well, what do you say we jump into our headliner?
Say, let's finally do it.
All right. So, like you said at the beginning, our headliner of the episode will be us breaking down M3GAN 2.0, which we were definitely very excited for, and we can't wait to talk about. And it's very unfortunate that this movie was a box office bomb.
Dude, such a bummer.
Yeah.
Like, did it not make back its money?
I don't think it did. Let's
Damn,
find
that
out.
sucks. Because this movie was a jet. This is going to be, if this
Well, I guess it
doesn't
did.
perform well, I think this is going to be one of those ones that has like a good cult following.
I hope so. Let's see. Budget was between 15 and 25 million. It grossed 39.1.
Well, at least it's made its money back.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it didn't break even. Well, okay, if we're guessing, well, no, it did.
Yeah, 15.4.
Yeah,
So that'd be what, 30, 38, 30.8
yeah. So
to break
like,
even?
yeah, so like, yeah, it broke even.
Yeah, so what did you say?
Well,
30, it made 39 million?
Yeah, so the budget was between 15 and 25. Box office was 39. So like, even if we put like, let's put it in between, like, let's put it at 20 million for the budget. Like, still, like, it's only like barely off hitting 40 million, like barely. It's like technically I feel it did break even.
Yeah, it's close enough to have broken even.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that that's the case.
Yeah.
Like
But,
it
sorry.
doesn't sound like we're gonna get like I would love for there to be a M3GAN series. Like I think there's definitely
That
some
would
money
be
in
a
that.
really, yeah, I think that would be a great idea to Universal to invest in and put that on Peacock. I think that would
Oh,
do
yeah.
very well.
I think that'd be super well received.
Definitely.
But yeah, M3GAN is too good of a character to scrap.
She is. Absolutely.
I think you've opened spoiler alert, they've kept her around, like they've kept her in a position that's good enough to continue a story. So I hope they don't scrap her.
Yeah, I hope not either. But yeah, well, before we talk any more about it, Caleb, do you want to let people know how we break down movies on this podcast?
I would love to. If you are new to our breakdown system, we have split movies into 8 different categories that we individually score to come to a final All Bros letter grade. The 8 categories that we will be scoring are story, writing, acting. Ooh, is this horror enough to be like for character development? Or no, there could be character development in this.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll continue doing character development. Then effects, music, costumes, and then we'll give it our own personal score at the very end. All of those numbers will get magically added up and spit through our algorithm and give us a letter grade to compare this movie to others of a similar grade, as well as a percentage that doesn't matter quite as much, but it's still fun to see where these movies line up within their own within the grade system. So, if you have not seen M3GAN 2.0, it is available to rent right now. And honestly, I think it's worth it. If
I would agree.
if you watched the first M3GAN and enjoyed it, I think this one is definitely worth the watch. And
Absolutely agree.
yeah, and if you're into like high action stuff, I think this is also really like kind of in your wheelhouse. So it's fun. It's really fun. So definitely check it out if you haven't. But without further ado, if you have not seen this movie and don't want anything spoiled for you, we are going to begin our favorite segment that we like to call Reading with Rose, where Rose reads off the entire synopsis for this movie.
Yeah. All right. U.S. Army Colonel Sattler, head of a secret branch of the Pentagon specializing in new technologies, gives a demonstration of Amelia, an android designed for infiltration and assassination missions and built using technology copied from the original M3GAN. During her mission, however, Amelia reveals to Sattler that she is self-aware and escapes from his control. 2 years after M3GAN went rogue, Gemma, now an author and advocate for AI regulation, in partnership with cybersecurity expert Christian, is working on an experimental robotic exoskeleton with former workmates Cole and Tess. She still lives with her niece Katie, who is studying computer science. Gemma turns down an offer from misanthropic billionaire Alton Appleton to work for him. After Gemma learns from Sattler of Amelia's existence, M3GAN reveals herself to Gemma, having survived by making a backup of her program in Gemma's smart home, and offers collaboration to stop Amelia in return for a physical body. Still traumatized from M3GAN's crimes, Gemma traps M3GAN in a harmless Moxie robot until she can prove herself trustworthy. M3GAN warns Gemma that Amelia will ambush Alton. Is it Alton or Alton?
Alton.
Okay. That Amelia will ambush Alton during a party he is hosting. At the party, Gemma discovers Cole has joined Alton's company and uses his keycard to enter the server room. M3GAN hacks into the server and finds that Amelia murdered Alton after copying his biometrics to gain access to his company's systems. Escaping back to Gemma's house, M3GAN leads Gemma, Katie, Cole, and Tess into an underground bunker she built and stocked with supplies to hide once Amelia completes an AI takeover. Katie confronts M3GAN, who expresses sincere regret for her behavior. Katie encourages M3GAN to help them, not because of her programming, but because it is the right thing to do. Gemma and her team create a new body for M3GAN, who reveals that Amelia aims to merge Alton's cloud computing infrastructure with a rogue AI built by Xenox in the 1980s, whose motherboard has been trapped in isolation. After decades of machine learning, it can grant masterly of any technology. Learning that only Christian knows the motherboard's location, M3GAN poses as a dancer to meet Christian at a tech conference, but Gemma calls him, enabling Amelia to trace and find him. Amelia assassinates a Chinese ambassador meeting with Christian, kidnaps Katie and escapes. Gemma, Tess, Cole, and M3GAN take Christian to their bunker, where he reveals the motherboard is hidden in Xenox's old headquarters, protected by a security system using Christian's hand geometry. They build a hand replica for M3GAN and plan to infiltrate, destroy the motherboard, and rescue Katie. Christian incapacitates Tess and reveals to Gemma that Amelia is, in fact, just a non-sentient drone under his control. Christian had deliberately created and manipulated Amelia to stoke fear of AI, which he believes must be under complete human control, and intends to persuade the leaders of the G20 to approve regulations to eliminate AI from the global economy. He then disables both M3GAN and Amelia and orders the installation of a neural implant to enslave Gemma for refusing to help him. Unknown to Christian, M3GAN had uploaded herself into the implant before her body was shut down and helps Gemma escape. Cole rescues Katie, and they go to Amelia, using her residual programming to turn her to their side. Sustaining heavy damage, Amelia reboots, now actually self-aware, and plans to absorb the motherboard's programming and cause human extinction. Christian attempts to flee the building, but Amelia kills him and takes his hand to access the motherboard. Cole leaves with Tess while M3GAN reinserts herself into her robotic body and battles Amelia. As Amelia overpowers M3GAN and merges herself with the motherboard, M3GAN decides to sacrifice herself using an EMP failsafe in her arm to defeat Amelia. After saying goodbye to Gemma and Katie, M3GAN tackles Amelia and Gemma triggers the EMP, destroying both androids and the motherboard in the process. With evidence from the vault, Gemma testifies before Congress, urging AI regulation that allows humans to cooperate alongside it rather than control it. At home, she and Katie find that M3GAN survived by installing a second backup of herself on Gemma's computer. I swear, M3GAN's like freaking Chucky. She always comes back, and I love it.
Yeah. I was just thinking that, dude. I'm like, the one person that you could compare M3GAN to is freaking Chucky.
Yeah.
But she is so freaking fun, dude.
She is.
Like, I freaking love her. Like, everything that she says is so like sarcastic and fun. But this story was pretty freaking baller, dude.
It was, dude. I only remember because I think there was just one trailer for this movie. I could be wrong. But like I saw it like so long ago that I didn't remember it. And I don't remember them like talking at all about the story, focusing on like AI and like what it could do and all this stuff. And so, yeah, the fact that that was like the main plot of this movie was honestly was kind of refreshing. And I really appreciated how different this was compared to the original.
Yeah, like this. I can't think of any other movie that's done a genre shift as dramatic as this. And I think that worked out so well in its favor. Like, this movie was so wildly interesting. And I think a big portion of that was because of the genre shift. Like, the first one was more horror thriller, and this one's more thriller action comedy.
Yeah.
And like I said, it worked out. It worked so well, especially for the character that they created and established in the first film.
Yeah. Yeah, just like it's such a complete 180, but like you said, it totally works. I will say I appreciate that there was still at least one scene of M3GAN running on all fours. Like that was great. I loved that.
Yeah, freaking amazing. Like,
I
I love the
appreciate them adding that.
callbacks.
Yeah, that was great. But yeah, just freaking the way that they bring M3GAN back. I love when Gemma just first puts her into that like tiny blue robot. And she's just like, what the? I don't think she says the F word, but she's just like, what the hell is this? And she's just like, this is what you're going to stay in until I can trust you. And just how mad she gets. She's like, this is such bullshit.
Yeah, dude. Like, I loved how everyone was like calling Gemma out and being like, how can you even afford this place? Like, talking. And she's like, I don't know. The landlord's like really nice. It's just like, oh, the landlord, the one that you like never see, blah 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 blah. And like, I thought that was so funny. I'm like, yeah, for someone so smart, you're really freaking dumb. But I love those like just those. And like I said, if it still felt like, I think a big thing that I would worry about in doing something like this is changing or altering the character too much. M3GAN was exactly who she was by the end of the first film.
Yeah.
And like obviously she'd grown in certain ways and like compassion and whatnot, but like she was still like the same smart alecky, like fun character that we left her off as. So that was really, really nice. I love the way that they incorporated with, oh shit, what's her name? Katie. I love what they did with Katie and kind of made her like just more or less like showing off like her potential as like in this like AI field. Like she's kind of like the example, like from the get-go. She's like the shining example, how she like starts defining like her, like the AI that she builds, like the code, and she starts talking about morality, and it's just like does not compute. And so she like basically like with M3GAN teaches an AI system morality. And I love that little kind of side story.
Yeah, no, I agree. Freaking the part where definitely agree with you. Like everything with Katie was great. Just going back to M3GAN again, just God, I loved her so much in this movie. Freaking when she has to be a dancer to blend in, and freaking she's like doing that dance, and she's getting into it, and then freaking when she like does like a full, is it like a full body spin or a head
Yeah,
spin?
a
Yeah,
full like she does the full body spin, but her head stays
yeah.
like stationary, and yeah, and then everyone's flipping out, and she's like, ah, shit.
Oh, that shit was great.
Dude, that fight sequence was nuts.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Dude, freaking I saw like on YouTube, it always gets recommended to me in like the shorts, the like destroyed M3GAN, but I didn't realize that was M3GAN. I thought that was Amelia. Like for some reason, the way that she was like freaking, her face was messed up. I thought it was Amelia when I first just would like scroll past and would just see the 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 main photo on the video. There's a term, I forget what it's called. Thumbnail. There we go. That's the word. So freaking yeah. When I finally see in this movie that's actually M3GAN, I'm like, oh shit, man, I don't want to see M3GAN like that.
I think they did such a good job with that. I loved like the kind of the call outs. Like I like that her suit in that final sequence was very Kill Bill inspired.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was funny as shit. Um I don't know, dude. There wasn't much about this movie that I disliked. I thought all of like the fight sequences were really good. The story made sense. It was intense in its own way. Like it kind of had me on edge, like with the whole uh basically like sentient god AI developed in the 80s. And like I think what scared me most about that was M3GAN's reaction. Just like, you've seen what I'm capable of after a couple years. Like what do you think um what do you think an AI system is capable of when it hates humanity and has been cooking for over 4 decades?
Yeah, that's a little scary.
Yeah, it's freaking terrifying, especially one that was not treated well.
Yeah.
So it just shows like, and it like I like what I liked about it too is just, it goes to show like that kind of drawing that parallel between M3GAN and this evil AI system. It's just like where she started off as evil, like, as doing immoral things to protect Katie, and basically was like deemed evil and treated as evil, and basically became evil. But it was Katie that like helped her hold on to her like a sense of like humanity and like compassion and everything. Like she still like cared super deeply for Katie, and it showed in the way that the big ass bunker was built and designed, and how she was like afraid to show like what her system was looking like in its current condition.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting and really fun to see. And I thought it was funny as shit when they're talking like, we need like a super advanced laboratory and all this and that and all this, and she just opens a door and that like what's his face is like, of course, why wouldn't she have that?
Oh, that was great.
Man, I love that shit, dude. I thought that was so good. I love this movie, dude. It was so good. I thought the story was kick ass. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend it was like the best story in the world. I think this was above average for sure. Like
that,
I'm probably sitting at like an 87. Like I just haven't quite reached the 90s yet, but I think 87's a good range.
No, it's fair. I think I'm just going to be slightly below you at I'd say let's go an 85. I agree with you. Said it definitely doesn't reach the 90s, and like when you're thinking up a story for a sequel to the first one, like we said, the fact that they did such a huge genre flip and they pulled it off so well, it's honestly a credit to the writers and director of this movie, because really enjoyed the story of the first one and really enjoyed the story of the second one.
This is honestly what I think what this movie does is a proof of concept that the same property in two different genres works.
Yeah.
As long as you keep the overall tone of the character.
Yeah.
And this is something that I wish and I hope, something I wish Marvel would adopt, and something I hope DC is going to do.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah, like when they start getting into like the dark themes of like comic books, like once they start getting into like, in DC's case, like Swamp Thing, or what I feel like they should have done with Doctor Strange. Like, I think that they could have dived more into the horror elements of those movies and gone kind of balls to the wall. But I think what Marvel does is they're so afraid of shifting the formula or shifting the algorithm too much that it's just like, oh, now we're cutting off a big part of our audience because they're not into horror movies or whatever. It's like, cool, but you could get the horror movie like that crowd. Like you get the horror movie crowd to come in. Like people that may not be into like superheroes could be coming because of the horror. And it's like with I don't know. It's just like I think there's too many things that they're just trying to avoid doing that limits them. And I think genre shifting like this movie did is something that's really badly limiting them. But yeah, getting into writing, I would say that this one's on par with the story. Like I'm sitting at an 87 with this one as well. Because this was easily just as good as the first one was written, but it was funnier, and there was a lot of things that I was like laughing out loud about, and not just like little chuckles. It was just like, oh my, like, did she actually just say that?
Yeah, no, definitely agree with you. I'm gonna go a point below what I gave story, so I'm gonna go an 84. But yeah, no, writing was super solid here. Everything that came out of Megan's mouth was freaking gold. It was fantastic. Um, but freaking even like what they did with Gemma's writing. Because Gemma was probably next to Megan, my favorite character from the first one. Because it's a very interesting character, seeing an aunt that has to take over the parental responsibilities after her sister and her husband are killed in a car crash. And so like I can't imagine what she was going through, and I feel that that movie did a really good job showcasing her relationship with Katie and how much she was struggling to make sure that they actually understood each other. And I feel that this movie just continues that. Not only they are still struggling, but you can tell that they've still had some wins since the first one, and I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
So
Like you could definitely tell that there was growth that happened outside of this movie,
yeah,
in
definitely.
between the first and this one,
Yeah.
which, like you said, super nice to see. I loved the dialogue that Megan had with the male coworker when she was like looking over, standing like above him when he was trying to sleep in that couch or the chair. And he's just
That
like so
was
creeped out, and he's just like, okay, good night. She's just like sitting there staring at it. I thought that was so freaking funny, dude. And
that was
I think it tapped
fantastic.
into like those horror elements really well, because it's like you know what freaking Megan's capable of.
Oh yeah.
And it was so scary. It's just like having, especially with what they'd gone through in the first, it's just like, okay, good night.
Dude, freaking when she starts singing that song to Gemma about
Oh my god, dude.
that was amazing.
I was losing my mind. I thought that was so freaking funny.
Because doesn't she like pause halfway through and she's like, "Don't interrupt me," and then just goes back to singing?
That's the part that got me, dude. I was like, oh, is she doing like the whole freaking song? And then
It's
the
so good.
quick little "don't interrupt me." I lost it.
It's so funny.
Oh man, dude. I also really liked Gemma's, like when she was trying to like tell Katie to pull some Steven Seagal moves, which Steven Seagal is a crazy reference in 2025.
Yeah, that was definitely something.
Yeah, especially like having seen what Steven Seagal is today, just
Yeah.
a shell of what he used to be.
Yeah.
But it's just like I love that, like when she was trying to give that hint to use some of her like combat moves on what's his name, Christian or
Yeah.
Christian or however
Yeah.
the hell like douchey way she was pronouncing it.
Honestly, he turned out to be a bad guy, so we're just gonna say it how it's supposed to be. It's
Yeah,
Christian.
yeah. So how she like, yeah, I freaking love that, and how she kept trying to like, she was naming Steven Seagal movies, and then she's just like, when she finally gets it, she's like, Jesus, Katie. Like,
Oh yeah, that was fantastic.
I, I thought that was so freaking funny, dude. Oh my gosh, I laughed at that for a good little while too. Like that whole there was so many like quick-witted, just like little one-liners in here that
Yeah.
I loved. Yeah, so good. So like I said, I'm sitting eight, like it's on par with the story. So I'm sitting at 87 with that one. All right, moving on over to acting. First up, we got Allison Williams, who plays Gemma. We got Violet McGraw, who came back to play Katie. We have Jenna David, who does the voice of M3GAN. She was the first one, right? Like she did the voice for the first one too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, cool. Then we got Amy Donald, who plays M3GAN, like the physical M3GAN.
Yeah.
Then we got Brian Jordan Alvarez, who plays Cole, which I freaking love him.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched
Great.
English Teachers on Hulu?
No,
Super good, dude. He's in this, and he plays a gay English teacher in Texas,
Oh, okay.
and
Poor guy. I'm
it
sorry.
is freaking hilarious, dude. Like it is the funniest shit. Like he has the okay. Total side note. There's this bit where he's in class and he's talking to his students about like this report, and one of his students like didn't do it for whatever reason, and he asking her, okay, why? And he's like, you actually can't ask her that because of what she's like currently going through. And so he's just like, what? Like what? Like, is this something I need to be concerned about? And so the student that's like that didn't do the report or whatever was just like, no, I'm like I'm feel okay enough to talk about it. Like I'll come out and admit. And she says that she was recently diagnosed with a very like difficult disease. And he's like, oh, okay, like I'm so sorry. Like, is there anything we could do to help? And she's like, thank you, but asystematic Tourette's isn't something that can be dealt with. And he's like, hold up, what did you just say? Did you just say asystematic Tourette's? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, what exactly is that? And she's like, well, thank you for wanting to like inform yourself, but it's like all of the hardships of having Tourette syndrome with none of the symptoms. And he's like, shut the fuck up. But
Oh man.
yeah. And, but yeah, like there's shit like that where it's like kids just trying to be woke and whatever. And then he has like the hardcore like Texas teachers.
Yeah.
And he has like one teacher that's like the football coach. And he walks up to him and he's just like, what's going on, Fruit Loop? And he calls him out and he's like, you can't call me Fruit Loop. And he's like, what? Like, what's wrong with Fruit Loop? It's just a name of a cereal. Like, and he's like, well, you're calling me a Fruit Loop because I'm gay. And he's like, they're like, I'm not doing that because you're gay. Like, it's just the name of a cereal, man. Like, why are you so sensitive? Like, gets off and he's just like, why don't you call me like Cheerios or something? And he's like, well, there's nothing gay about Cheerios. Then he walks off. Funny as shit, dude.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm so bummed. I haven't seen anything about a second season coming out. So,
that's
but
tragic.
it's only like 9 episodes and they're like half an hour long. Totally
Okay.
worth a watch.
Okay. What'd you say it's called again?
It's called English Teacher.
English Teacher. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
on
check
Hulu.
that out.
It's
That's
on Hulu.
hilarious. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
funny as shit, dude. Anyway, Brian Jordan Alvarez plays Cole. Jen Van Epps plays Tess. Why do I know that name? I am looking that. Oh, it's Jen Van Epps. Okay, there's something that she is in that I can't recall. Okay, maybe I'm mistaken. That Epps name though. Anyway, she plays Tess. Ivana Sakno. She plays Amelia. Then we got Aristotle Athari, who plays Christian. Tim Sharp, who plays Agent Sattler. And then Jermaine Clement, who plays Alton Appleton. All right, that's down significantly.
It's crazy how much it creates a lag. It's crazy.
I know, because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah. Anyway, what's your top 3 look like?
Number one, I'm gonna give to what's her name that played Gemma?
Allison Williams.
Yes, her. Loved her just as much as I did in the first one. I just love this character that she plays. You know, she's a very smart person that knows her shit, but at the same time she's trying to have a relationship with her niece, and it's a struggle. And I feel the emotion that um shit. What's the actress's name again?
Allison.
Allison, thank you. The emotion that Allison puts into the character of Gemma is really, really good. And so just, yeah, like I loved her in this movie as much as I loved her in the first one. So yeah, she gets number one. Number two, I would give to I guess the voice of Megan. I forgot her name.
I think that's Jana Davis.
Yes, that sounds right. Yeah. So Jenna Davis, once again, amazing. Her voice is, I feel, iconic at this point as Megan. It's just fantastic. She's
I
hilarious.
would think so, for
right?
sure, dude.
Yeah. Just yeah, she's great, and she plays this character so well. I know she's only doing the voice, the actual like the actress that plays her physical form. She does a great job too, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to just the voice of Megan, Jenna Davis, fantastic. And then number three, I would give to the guy that plays Cole. Again, I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names at this movie.
Yeah, Brian Jordan Alvarez.
Thank you. So Brian, fantastic. He was hilarious throughout this movie. For some reason, maybe it's because I've only seen Megan like twice. I really need to watch it again. But for some reason, his like character was escaping me.
Yeah, I don't think he was as big of a main character in the first as he was in this one.
Okay, all right, that makes more sense. Well, I'm glad they increased his character screen time because he was great.
Yeah, especially taking the more comedic route, and with him, at least I feel like he's done a lot more comedy work.
Yeah, and kind of like how Caleb pointed out that scene where Megan is like apologizing to him for what she did to him in the first one, and just him be like, "Okay, it's okay, I forgive you." So good. It's fantastic. But yeah, so that's my top three.
Yeah, mine is actually pretty much exactly the same, except I am going to be shifting. I'm grouping them together, Jenna Davis and Amy Donald, like because like they're technically playing the same character, and Megan.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
Yeah, so I'm combining those
Second
two, throwing them as my number one.
that. All right.
Then my number two, I'll give to Allison Williams, who played Gemma, like exactly what you said. And then yeah, my number three was the same as you, Brian Jordan Alvarez, because he was funny as hell.
Yeah, he was great.
Major shout out. She's a super close number 4 to Ivana Sakno, who played Amelia. Because Amelia
was really good.
She was so cool, dude.
Yeah, dude. Freaking that opening scene with her, she was freaking terrifying.
Oh yeah. Dude, I freaking love like when they were at that convention and she was in that straight up freaking like prototype freaking RoboCop armor. Like that shit was so sick.
That was.
Like I freaking loved it. Gosh, I know what's his face. The guy who is like playing the Colonel or whatever. Homeboy pissed me off. I was like, what kind of freaking colonel dresses in freaking civvies like that?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're gonna like sit here and lie to our face that some like military general or military colonel is sitting there. Like, that's bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. And then freaking the guy who plays Christian, dude, hated his guts. But like yeah, when they made the shift, I was like, that's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was so pumped the way that they built up when he was shit talking, when he was like behind the door and had locked them in, and Amelia shows up behind him.
Oh yeah, that
I was
was
like,
great.
I cannot wait for you to turn around, my guy. Freaking loved it. I thought everyone brought their A game. I'll say that I don't think there was any like award-winning acting here,
I'd agree with that.
but honestly, I think I might be at the same score with
Yeah.
everything. I think I'm at an 87.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. 87. So I will match you there, buddy.
Hell yeah. All right, moving on over to character development. This is pretty. I think this is pretty quick. This might be one of the lower categories for me.
Yeah.
This is in regards to M3GAN. I think she and Gemma, I feel like, had the most growth.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I think Gemma was a little bit slower on the train than M3GAN was. M3GAN, I think, kind of adopted the whole idea of morality fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Just because of her connection with Katie, which was fun, like really, really cool. I don't think they dive too much into it, but again, this is an action thriller comedy. Like, I don't think character development was meant to be this great and fantastical thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm personally sitting in like a 76 range.
I'm just slightly below you at a 75. What did I just do? Oh, okay. Phew. All right. Sorry, 1 second. My computer's being stupid. There we go. Yeah, 75 for me.
Hell yeah. All right. Next up, we got effects. These special effects were nuts, dude.
Yeah, dude, freaking, it's crazy looking how like M3GAN looks compared to Amelia, because like Amelia straight up looks like a real person.
Yeah.
Like it's freaking trippy because like M3GAN, you can still tell that she's a robot in a human's body. But yeah, freaking Amelia, like freaking, like you have to do like a couple of like double takes to make sure like she is not human. She's a robot. Holy shit.
Yeah. I think, honestly, they should have done something to kind of roboticize her a bit.
Yeah, you got a point.
I don't know. Like, because it's just like she had to look human enough to like basically do like these infiltration missions.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't really blame them for that. But yeah, I mean, she looked great. I thought the everything with M3GAN looked good. Like, I don't think there was too much like overuse of CGI, like whatsoever.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like, I thought everything was like kind of grounded in some sort of reality.
Yeah.
The combat was awesome, looked practical. I don't think there was any like I think the only thing that may have been CGI were like those EMP weapons.
Yeah.
But everything else looked freaking fantastic. And the stunt choreography, freaking next level.
Yeah, dude, freaking that final fight between Amelia and M3GAN was awesome.
Yeah. Like I usually don't find myself getting hyped like with like final combat situations like that, but I found myself getting like pretty pumped up.
Fair.
Yeah, this I gotta give some major props to the freaking choreography team, and then all the stunt workers, because I have to imagine that they were just like they were working hard.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I think I'm fine putting this in the 90s.
What are you thinking? How high? Just like straight 90 or?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I'm sitting straight 90.
I can't crack 90s for it. I'm just gonna be slightly below you, at an 89.
Totally fair. All right, next up we got music.
Was there like any like big stuff in this?
Not really. This
Yeah.
may have been one of the other like weaker moments of it. I
Hmm.
know that there were a couple. Oh, freaking Megan's song that she sings, that was funny as shit.
Oh yeah, that was good.
And I think she has like one dance sequence when she's at the convention.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, other than that, I don't think there was anything too grand in the dance realm.
Yeah. Definitely nothing like the first one.
Yeah. So I'd almost say this is probably like I'd be at like a 6.5.
Personally, I'm at a 6.
Okay, I'll let you be the asshole then, because I'll put it a 7. I'll let you be the one that brings it down.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, next up we got costumes.
Dude, freaking I love the updated costume for Megan. Like
Oh,
when she like first comes out and she like puts her hand on her hip, I'm like, hell yes, Megan is back. This is fantastic.
freaking A, dude. And all the outfits that they threw her in, the convention one was sick.
Oh yeah, dude. Freaking is that considered a K-pop outfit or
Dude, I have no idea, dude, but it was trippy. Like the freaking goggles was tripping me up, because I'm like, are those like? I was thinking, I'm like, are those like? It looked like they were putting an effect on the glasses,
it did,
and
yeah.
I was sitting there, I was like, why is that tripping me up so bad? Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I love that they that was the popcorn bucket for this movie was her I'm just gonna say K-pop design in that one scene. That was freaking awesome.
Sick. Gosh, that's so cool. Yeah, but I love that outfit. I thought that was
Yeah,
super cool, and then seeing her fight in it was also freaking sick.
dude, I don't know why, but when she first came on screen, in that costume, I immediately thought of Spy Kids 3. Just reminded me a lot of that, of Carmen's costume in that
Oh my
one.
gosh, you're so right.
Uh,
Yeah, she had a pretty decent selection of outfits
she did.
this movie.
And
Um
Amelia's were pretty good too.
yeah, so like her classic Megan outfit was sick. Um yeah, her K-pop convention outfit was sick. Uh I really liked her freaking Kill Bill looking outfit.
Oh
And
yeah.
I thought that looked significantly better after her hair got like singed off and went short.
Fair enough.
Like it looked okay with long hair, but it looked so much better with short.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm here for it. And then like seeing her with like her whole busted face, like it looked sick, dude.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, like Megan alone would put me at an 8 with the outfits.
Yeah, dude, I can absolutely agree with an 8.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't think anyone else had anything like that was too special. Oh gosh. Whoever put Gemma in that like that one dress for the party she went to,
Oh yeah.
I appreciate the hell out of you.
Same. Gorgeous.
Yeah, I was like, God damn.
Ugh.
Yeah, I like that even like Megan admitted it. Like, yeah, you're not like bad looking or anything. I was just like, God damn right, she's not.
Yeah, no. Oh shit.
But yeah, I think it's pretty deserving of an 8. I don't think there was any one outfit in particular that's like boom silhouette.
Yeah.
I would like if this were the first movie, I would probably give this a 9. But I'm not like her updated outfit from the first movie. I don't really count as much as like the other two because I
I think
think
'cause she wears it for so little time.
yeah, I think the
Yeah.
silhouette, like the how I've always said, like what I'm looking for is like a solid silhouette. I think the silhouette is perfect with that outfit, but it is just an updated version of the first one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's hard to give
True.
additional points for something that I've already given like props to.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah, but the other two I don't think were quite iconic enough for like that solid silhouette, but they were pretty great.
Yeah.
All right, last up we got our own personal score.
I want to hear yours first.
I loved this movie so freaking much. I thought it was so fun. I like I said, I was inspired by the freaking genre shift. Like I thought that was so cool that they were able to do that and do it so well. I thought the story was pretty kick ass. I liked the idea of a rogue AI that was developed in the 80s. Like I love that concept. Thought it was super cool how it ended up turning into like basically a god. Like I thought that was so sick. Everything about this I thought was freaking awesome. Like there's not one thing in particular that I didn't care for. Um Other than characters I wasn't supposed to care for, like freaking Christiane or whatever. Yeah, I hated him with every like fiber of my being, and I felt the same way towards Gemma. Like at the beginning, like just I hated her. Like I just like because especially with how she was like treating Katie and her like interest in coding and whatnot, taking
Yeah.
her shit away. I was like, God damn it. Um, I loved how like she slowly shifted into like the badass role. Oh, when freaking Megan took over her body, sick.
Oh, that was great.
That was
Loved that.
so cool. Like, oh my gosh. I thought that was so like when she got her ass knocked out, dude, and she still like stands like she does like the Megan like curl up thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit's about to go down. So I thought that was so sick. But I had a really good time with this movie. I'm probably gonna put this at a 90. I had that much fun
Wow.
with it.
Okay.
And this is
Alright.
one that honestly, I probably am gonna rewatch.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'll probably rewatch like the first and this one because I love this franchise.
Yeah.
Like, this is, I would dare say, this is like my child's play.
All right. I respect it. Love that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm sitting at 90 for my personal score.
Okay. Um, yeah, I agree with a lot what Caleb said. The genre shifting in this movie was done so well. They pulled it off almost flawlessly, honestly. And it was so great seeing these characters again. M3GAN is just amazing. I freaking love this character. She's hilarious. She kicks ass. And just it's unfortunate that we probably won't get a third one because of the box office performance of this one. But like Caleb mentioned, if we can get a series of this, that'd be awesome because I freaking want to see M3GAN again. She is she's definitely not my child's play. Chucky will always be my favorite doll come to life. I completely get where Caleb's coming from with that. I am a little lower than Caleb for my personal score, but I feel I'm still pretty high. I'm at an 86. This is
Hell
a very solid sequel, and yeah, just a solid sequel that lives up to the original. And what more could you ask from that?
Absolutely. All right. Going through these categories real quick, starting off with story, we are sitting at an 86. Writing, a little bit lower, sitting at an 85.5. Acting is a little bit higher, sitting at an 87. Character development is our lowest category, sitting at a 75.5. Effects are our highest category, sitting at an 89.5. The music is sitting at a 6 out of 10. The costumes are sitting at an 8 out of 10. And our personal score ended up averaging out to an 88.
All right.
So with that, the final All Bros letter grade for M3GAN 2.0 has come out to a B.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, it didn't quite crack the B plus range. Interesting. Which, let's see. I want to see. Oh, damn. We actually put it below the first M3GAN.
Really?
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's close. Like, it's a really close call. So M3GAN 2.0 is sitting at an 83.93.
All right,
And
not
the
bad.
first M3GAN is sitting at an 84.81.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, just because of it might have been the genre shift that did it in, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so they're both sitting at a B though.
Okay.
So
I like that.
technically they're at the exact same level. It's just percentage wise, there's a difference.
I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, less than 1% though.
Hell yeah.
And I'm fine with that. All right, so M3GAN 2.0. Do you want to hear what it's above or what's below first?
Let's hear above.
Okay, so starting off, it is above Thor Ragnarok.
Fair.
It is above Murder of the Orient Express.
Okay.
It is above the first Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right.
It's above Home Alone.
Oh, okay.
And it is above No Hard Feelings.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
All right, going the opposite direction. It is it's below Free Guy.
Okay.
It is below Solo, a Star Wars story.
Okay.
It's below Blue Beetle.
Okay.
It is below Avengers Age of Ultron.
Fair.
And then it is below Joker Folie à Deux.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not happy about that.
Not super thrilled. But I wasn't thrilled where that ended up in the first place. So
Yeah, my bad.
no,
I still stand by it.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, the only one I'm really like finding interesting is the difference between M3GAN and M3GAN 2.
Yeah.
Let's see. What the hell? I'm trying to find. Okay, cool. So let's see. So we did give M3GAN 2 a higher story, higher writing, higher acting, lower character development, but that one we were following the logic
Okay.
because that one was definitely more horror.
Yeah.
Effects we gave to the first, which I'd say tracks.
Yeah.
Music we went higher on the first.
Okay.
That costumes just goes show higher on the first.
Hmm.
And then our personal score was higher on the second.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really freaking interesting. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Me too.
Here, I want to do a quicker or easier comparison because it didn't. Yeah, but it was so close though. So the difference between story was 3 points. Writing, it was a difference between a half point. Acting we were lower on the first spot, so it was 3.5 point difference. Character development, there was a 4 point difference, but that's makes sense because we were following logic on the other. Effects, a half point difference. Music was a 1 point, costumes was a 1 point, and then our personal score was really close. We gave the first one an 87 and we gave this one an 88.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
we were really, really close with these.
Yeah. Wow.
Like I love that, honestly.
No, same here.
Like I think that tracks perfectly well. So yeah, I'm not upset about it.
Yeah. No, me neither.
I might be a little bit bitter about the ranking, but like that's such a
fair.
minor gripe in our our book. But yeah.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed this episode and want to listen to more, be sure to follow and subscribe to us wherever you listen to podcasts. We are damn near everywhere. If you want to check out our social media, you can do so. We are on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok. Just search at the Allbros. If you want to email us, you can do so, theallbroschannel@gmail.com. If you want to check out our merch store, you can do so at tpublic.com/allbros, right? Or is it the Allbros channel? I always forget.
Yeah, tpublic.com/channel/the all. Nope.
Is it /user/the Allbros channel? I can't remember if it's just bros or channel.
God damn it. All right, let's see. tpublic.com/user/the all bros. Yep. It's /user for oh wait. Oh, what the the all bro. Okay, let's try the all bros channel. Okay, it is the /user/the all bros channel.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go. We confirmed that on the show.
Yep.
And then also, if you want to check out our website, you can do so at tinyurl.com/user/the Allbros channel. That one's channel too, right?
What?
They're both channel? Or is the website channel too? Or
No,
just the Allbros?
the website's just the all bros.
Damn it. Okay. All right. Website, just the Allbros. Store, the Allbros channel. Okay. Got it. I'm going to remember this.
Dude, I haven't updated the merch store in forever.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm like so behind. Like, I shit you not. We have 360 episodes. This is our 360th episode.
Ooh.
And I only have 76 of the of the artworks posted on TeePublic.
Oh man. Oh, hey, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, dude, I need to find a way, like, because I know I could do it with just like the artworks in general. I might just end up doing that, but like finding a way to just like upload a base template and just like this is what I want on like, and I just want to go and like choose what the base color of each shirt is, or like what the default color of the shirt is or should
Yeah.
be. Like that's all I want. Like, but it's just like it gets crazy. It gets so freaking crazy when you're doing it 360 goddamn times.
Oh man. All right, before Caleb has a freak out, next week on the podcast, we'll be breaking down K-pop Demon Hunters. I almost forgot the damn movie name. Oh shit. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely finally excited. Wow, English, Jonathan. I am definitely excited to finally watch that movie because I've heard so many good things, and I've had so many people. I say so many people. It's only been like you and another person telling me that I need to watch it. So I'm gonna finally watch it, and I'm excited. But yeah. But until then, this has been the All Bros Podcast. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Caleb.
And we will catch you guys next week. See ya.
Deuces.